Do you see a giant floating head, a shaky camera, and ugly blinds in the background? That's quality content, my friends. I continue to struggle with not having like a permanent studio space to record videos like this in. So that's definitely something on the list for the future. I have a lot of things on the list to improve in the future of this channel, and not enough time, money, or space to do it. So, yeah. If you read the video title, you would know that this is about iOS 11.2, which is an update solely focused on the new Apple Pay cash feature, which lets you exchange cash between other people that also use Apple Pay. That's assuming that both you and the person you want to exchange cash to both have an Apple device and are using Apple Pay, and apparently live in the United States as well, because right now this feature is only available in the United States. I mean, what's up with all these companies making features exclusive to specific regions? But I mean, I live in the United States, so I would be able to use this, but I actually don't use Apple Pay at all, so it doesn't really matter for me. This update was worth nothing to me, and if you don't use Apple Pay, well, I'd still recommend getting the update anyway, because there is a lot of bug fixes and stuff like that. But I mean, the main feature is not usable if you don't use Apple Pay. So, yeah, and I thought this was a feature that came out in iOS 11, or it was marketed as that, but apparently it didn't, but it's here for sure now if you wanted to use it, if you do use Apple Pay. But anyhow, some other features, we got faster wireless charging for iPhone 8 and 10, which I don't have. I have a 6, so sucks for me. New live wallpapers for the iPhone 10. Every time I see the word new wallpapers, I get really excited, but it's usually something like that. Like, come on, Apple, stop taking away our wallpapers and not giving us any more. And other than that, I mean, it's pretty much just bug fixes and security improvements. I mean, nothing too exciting. Here's the second page. I just have some pages screenshotted here. It's nothing too big. I just grabbed the screenshots because I knew I'd probably want to make a video like this, and bug fixes, which I'm okay with because bugs annoy me. But personally, I didn't really have any problems with iOS 11.1 or whatever the heck we were on before. It was perfectly fine and not buggy whatsoever. It was just fine. Personally, I've been experiencing a lot, and I mean a lot, of bugs in watchOS. So I kind of wish they'd focus their resources over there and maybe fix a few of the major experience plaguing bugs on watchOS that I'm experiencing right now, instead of wasting their resources just doing bug fixes on iOS, because I know it's the most popular platform for Apple, but I mean, like I said, I had no problems with whatever version we were on before. I don't see why they need to be fixing so many bugs here. But I mean, again, it's good they fix bugs, because I'm sure it was bugging somebody. So if no pun intended, bugging someone. That I actually did not intend that. That's why I didn't laugh or make a big deal out of it. But if these bugs were bugging you for some reason, they're fixed now, and I'm not saying that, I'm not being selfish and saying just because I didn't experience them, I don't care. I'm just saying I wish that they would like fix some bugs in another platform, I guess. Oh yeah, when you finish downloading the update, when you go to set back up the new update or whatever, it asks you to set up Apple Pay, which makes sense because it's an update based on Apple Pay. But here's where it starts to get weird. There is no option to not use Apple Pay. You either continue or set up later in settings. And yeah, I guess you could keep hitting set up later in settings and never set it up in settings, but it starts to get really, really annoying. Oh, you thought you escaped setting up Apple Pay? Nope. Time for a notification letting you know you need to finish setting up your iPad by setting up Apple Pay? Since when was part of setting up your iPad setting up Apple Pay? I mean, Apple Pay is not like a required part of the iPad experience. In fact, it's not really part of the iPad experience at all, in my opinion. Why is my iPad not set up until I set up Apple Pay? Like what? What? Oh yeah, and that notification is going to sit in settings under a new tab called Finish Setting Up Your iPad. What does that have to do with anything at all? related to finishing setting up your iPad. Apple Pay has nothing to do with setting up your iPad. Why is it under that tab? And it's not like the iCloud storage or anything like that where you can just hit not now and the notification goes away. No, the only button is set up Apple Pay. So if you don't set up Apple Pay, well, you will have a notification infinitely sitting on settings for some odd reason, which really gets on my nerves, because every time I see the red, the notification on the settings, I'm like, yay, iOS update, and then they started just saying, like, you're out of iCloud storage, and I'm like, oh, crap, and at least I can make those go away. I can't make this go away. It's just gonna be stuck there now. I mean, am I the only one that has a problem with this? I mean, there are lots of kids that have iPads, and I doubt that parents are just going to put their kids' credit cards on their iPad to finish setting it up. So, I mean, like, what's the point? I mean, I know you really, really want me to use Apple Pay, Apple, but this is not the way to do it. Oh my freaking gosh, Apple, how many times do I have to tell you I don't want to set up Apple Pay? Stop sending me notifications. Well, I'll go ahead and stop before I go into total rage about Apple Pay and all that crap. But anyhow, be sure to put your comments down in the comments, because I like to read your comments, and it's cool to hear what you people's opinions on this kind of stuff is. So what are your opinions on this iOS update, guys? If any of you guys use Apple Pay, I'd be interested to hear how this new Apple Pay feature in this update works, and whether you like it or not, or you really care. Or if you don't use Apple Pay, or do, just what's your opinions on Apple Pay? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you care? Are you annoyed that they're trying to shove it down your throats and trying to make you use it? Or do you not care? And what about the other features in this update, like maybe the new iPhone 10 wallpapers, if you guys have an iPhone 10? Let me know any of your opinions down in the comments below. And FYI, Samsung is better is not an opinion. Well, I guess it is an opinion. Never mind. That is an opinion, but that's not really something I want to hear. I'll probably just end up deleting your comment because, okay, you like something that I don't like, but that's not my problem. That's your problem, and you figure that out on your own. Anyways, see you guys in my next video. Be sure to leave a like if you want to see more stuff like this, and encourage me to upload more often instead of whenever I feel like it, and hopefully we can fix whatever this is later. Bye.